successful.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, tall and skinny, but then you have to also like the out there. There's another like, it's like height and speed, right?
Yeah, yeah. So in this game now we've got Lightning on green, Storm on blue, and Colonels on red. Storm only just came down from Pool A. They were lower seeded than the Dribblies, so they unfortunately were dropped below them and dropped down to Pool B to play this morning.
Because they were in pool, they lost the tiebreaker, right?
Yeah, so the tiebreaker was on seed division, not the average score. So they had a 100 average score higher, but unfortunately got pushed down because of that.
Yeah,
that ruling that we're playing.
Yeah, because that first letter that was posted had you guys being relegated to Pool B, and then when they're like, "Oh wait, let's put our little manual tiebreaker in,"
Yeah.
like, whoop,
Yeah.
easy.
But Storm, they're probably gonna whip this game out towards the end of it.
Yeah,
Probably come through with a win. Colonels, they've been doing pretty well, but they got an early hit the last game with Sabies. And like Rod's already got his green hit there alone.
Yeah, who's really? I suppose like is on the Storm is like the leg supposed to be the carry, or is it Rod? Who's the big player?
I feel like they're all pretty even, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, Kick-Out's been doing strong defensive. I think they've all got their advantages. Like Rod, he just sprints around. He's like a little cans, but isn't captaining on the team. Where Cans is running and captaining and getting bases and getting denies.
Whereas Rod's isn't the captain. Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
it's Cyrix. Surely,
Cyrix probably the captain.
Yeah,
or at least giving most of the information.
Yeah. He seems like the person to be doing the thing, right? It makes sense, you know. It seems real.
Yeah.
Well, I regret eating those snakes already. Holy.
Yeah,
you knew you were clairvoyant. All right, who do you like for this game? Well, as you said, Storm. Surely.
Storm probably will get this. I think
Insomniac
gets that base. I think it depends if Colonels can get through their bases. I'm not too sure how well they do on packs.
All right, show me a red cam.
I'll go onto red there.
Oh, here we go. Green team denied. Yeah, big deny on Yazbek.
I think the
leg picked it up.
Yeah, I think the leg took that one from under the base as well, which is a bit of a risky one because you get C from both doors. It's not really
but I think if you're doing that, like you're like 30% of your plan is misdirection in the sense that most people aren't looking under the base, right?
Yeah.
When you dive in, you're like, all right, surely they're in those shooter spots, right? They're going to be in there somewhere. But so it's a good plan when there's a lot going on. Like you can see, more than half the arena is at this base. So it makes for a good play to just be like, all right, I'm just going to mix it up so they're not going to be looking there. Because all you need is that split second to put that third shot in.
Yeah, definitely. They're still comfortable at the moment with two bases already, 12,000 points. So that is one to the leg and one to Rod. Both different bases as well.
Red's just empty as hell. Are they gone? Are they? Oh, no, I see them. All right, we got Colonel setting up in green.
It's green.
Red Devil putting shots in.
Oh, he's been tagged. He did not. He was coming from the bat.
Yeah. So he got a shot from the front. I think he was in the box, right? I think that's
a little bit of a peak, and we've been shot there.
Yeah. Obviously, he got a little bit greedy there, right? Or maybe he was tucked wrong because you can kind of get dive and reflect lunge there, I guess, because like both those walls are pretty reflective. So you just have to get a shot off on an angle. All right, we've got Rod picking up the second.
So he's the first person to finish both his bases off.
Yeah.
So he's sitting on 8,200 there. So he's been doing some work even before both the bases.
He's got quite a good looking man bun going on. It like doesn't seem to bounce.
There's a couple in there. Kit Kat, he's got a nice bun going.
It's definitely that level where it like gets long enough you can tie it up and it looks good. But obviously he's gone through a lot of, or both of them gone through a lot of pain where it's just at that awkward length where you can't tie it back yet.
Yeah.
So credit to them. Obviously, it helped them get the base. Well, specifically. Maybe if Leg had a man bun, maybe he would have two bases.
Maybe he would have two bases.
Exactly, yeah. Now he's living in Queensland. He could think about it. It seems to be more of a thing here. All right, so Storm sitting on 3 bases. And
the Leg's getting his green now. Yeah, as we said.
That's a commitment to a man bun. You heard it here first, boys and girls. Bendigo, Leg, man
green
bun.
was pretty empty there. There were some defenders on the outside, but nothing to worry about from him.
Colonel seemed to have stalled here a little bit. Red Devil putting one shot into blue.
Instant regret.
Instant regret.
So Storm, pretty much Colonel's during this game pretty quickly.
You see, we saw in the camera here, Insomniac and Red Devil having a little mid game conversation about that last play. I reckon if they persist here, they'll get it. There's quite a bit of.
Oh, there's a baseline breach.
There's like 6,000 players in green base right now.
In green, bottom left cam there, we had a green player Diak pointing through the base, trying to give instruction to his teammate, and he just like pointed straight through Diak.
From the back door?
From the front door.
From the front door.
Pointing to back door.
Man, I've seen so many people do it from the back door because you just forget the baseline there. You're like, oh! I'm very happy that there are so many deniers because I don't think Pool A is going to be like this. It might be, but I hope.
I think a lot of people in Pool A have the experience of knowing the count of the reacts and the players around. So I reckon there's still a cowboy out there.
That's why I'm starting sort of in defense a little bit. So the cowboying is minimalized. So. Later in the game, I still do it. Method just lost his shit at the yesterday when he was. I didn't really know where to shoot blue from at certain times, and I just sort of wasn't watching a door. I was like, "What's your door?" So you want to get a base, guys, and I think that's ultimately what these guys, what a lot of the denials have been doing, is they're not watching a door per se. They just shoot a player out, and they're kind of watching the door. They're watching the area. They're not looking out the door. I think Firebird's a good example where he's put a shot in and run in. And in a lot of spots, that works out. That's why he does it. But it's kind of like a blind corner, so you can't see what you get into fully.
Yeah, and green taking there cleanly. No one running in to cause the stress.
To mess it up, yeah. Well, you have to... you'd be curious to see how Storm go from here, right? In the sense that they could... They have potential to stall. I've seen this in a few teams where... the better attackers on the team get 4 bases, and then their worm just flatlines as the other team sort of catch up. Insomniac and Red Devil, I think, will eventually get blue here, and they'll sort of even the gap a little bit. Obviously, they're a bit behind on pack here, but yeah, it would be curious to see how Storm push this back half of the game if they need more bases, that sort of thing. They could just be sitting on 4, knowing that they have the +2 lead.
Yeah. So it still is only the leg and rod there that have both their bases. So the Colonels haven't been able to push through their blue defense.
Yet.
Yeah, green is down there as well, giving them some points as well as red. So there's 3 teams down there. Might be a little bit of difficulty trying to get through. Kikat's still been doing solid defending there. He's only been tagged twice, and he's got 26 tags. So he's been having fun, not going to lie.
Yeah, a little bit of fun being had.
Commentator's curse. Always.
And now he will be denied.
Yeah,
that tag.
So he's sitting on a 933 tag ratio. Presuming he'll be tagged again, that will go down pretty quickly.
Blues into red. Here we go. Leg setting up. And incident. Oh, wow. The misdirection. Misdirection. I wonder if he knew. Because it looked like one of the colonels was primed and ready to deny, looked at the leg, shot the leg, but then obviously didn't have enough time to get over another panel to deny them.
Yeah, so we got green back up in red as well. And the colonels had let Kiko get back into blue, so they're going to have a hard time getting him out again.
Oh, is that Negan? Negan is set up in... That's not Negan. What am I talking about? Disney. Disney and Negan.
Oh, he's been sad.
All right, I'm with you. Yep, shocked in
green.
Toss in the green.
I say Lightning are having a little bit of a struggle game. I think they're all out net by now. They could be checking screen and so there is still some greens defending, but
I like the dump here from Lightning if possible. Are they all gone? No, there's still one in the box. Send everyone to blue, right? Because I think they've got the most of your base. It's close.
There's going to be Nani trying to come through the back there. There's 2 people running through. Now, Julian, forget about the pass in the back door. Now, McNutty's checks it. It should be that clean take. Yeah, it's a very nice job on McNutty, making sure that second defender wasn't spawning behind him. So they finally got their first hit of the game, and they've got 2 minutes left.
Yes, 2 minutes left. I think it's probably. I think all is pretty much said and done from here. The Colonel's defense, they've only let 4 through. But Red Devil and Insomniac have been out for nearly 10 minutes here. Have only gotten 2 bases.
Yeah.
So obviously didn't go as planned. Whether they needed to like, I don't know. Maybe yeah. I like to see like either a third attacker pulled or like maybe a dump if you're feeling super desperate. Like because I think at this point unless you're just banking on taking second. If they said, look, let's just take the second, that's fine. But yeah, I would hazard a guess that if they made a play to win the game, at the very worst, they would probably still come second.
Yeah.
Man, so much going on in red.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of transition when nothing is happening, so people are trying to get to their bases. But we've got blue now up in red. Coming through.
Blue all up in the red
up in the red grill,
Yeah, we've got a few. Yeah, no one's agreeing. There's that one poor player in the green box.
Shot on. And finally being able to get that blue base.
I'm not sure how relevant that wiggle was at the end, but sure.
It looked cute.
Oh.
And there's a deny there.
Looked like there was a bit of insurance there on Cyrex's part. Didn't pay off.
Yeah. I was coming in on some other players before when they were playing.
It's only a matter of time before we get the video ref, hey?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm not sure if we're really supposed to be pointing it out on stream.
Yeah, I don't know where
I think it's good advice for when the teams like rewatch back to like see it.
All right, let's. Okay, I think that could possibly be classified. Okay, no, that one. Okay, we retract our previous statement.
Everything's gone. There is actually a rules list here on our left.
There's several copies of it, of which we didn't. Yeah,
I still think it's like good just to like let them know. But it's some things that can be missed.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like you've got a persistent angle that you can see the same things. Like, I think that rule is really more so about not perpetuating that someone is a cheater.
Yeah,
that's
like I don't think it's like ever a personal saying. It's just
it's like
just helping.
Yeah, from our perspective, the arm was in front of the pack. Like whether or not it's a rule breach from this situation. It's like that's up to the ref. We're just commentators and have no effect on the game. Despite what chat thinks.
Yeah. If you want to talk about this game, I'll just read these comments through.
All right.
So I think they want to.
Now, I like to think that Storm just, if you look at that worm down at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, there was never a chance where they were losing the game. Once they sort of locked those 4 bases between Rod and the leg, they were off to the races. They had 4 secured. There was their choice of how the game unfolded there. They went to get more bases, so they got Big Red 2 bases, and Cyrex got an additional one just to prop up the points. So, yeah, it looks like... And then Colonels, I think they could have had a different game if they got better base takes. I guess that's sort of a hallmark of... Maybe not so much... Probably just inexperience in the sense that what do you do if your 2 attackers can't kick in doors quickly enough to get them bases and then get the rest of the team bases?